Hello, visionary dreamer. Are you ready to finally craft the blueprint for your future? Whether you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed by life's demands, or simply unclear about your next step in life, you're not alone. But what you need is not just another to-do list. You need a proven system designed to help you envision, plan, and execute your goals with bold clarity and foresight. Welcome to DRCJAS 7-Step SMART Goals Vision Clarity Planning Guide, a foresighting approach to achieving the life you deserve. Our table of contents is as follows. Introduction. Craft the blueprint for your future. Page 1. Goal setting with your 7-step SMART goal planning guide. Page 5. Summary of the foresighting approach. Page 12. The 7 steps planning process. IDEA Plus. That's my acronym. 19. Basic introduction to coaching. 24. Step number 1. Introspection and documentation of your current situation. Looking at your professional life, financial life, academic life, spiritual life, personal/social life, and other aspects of your life. That takes you to page 33. Step 2. Envision your future life. Page 53. Life is another acronym I created. Living in future expression. Then we look at your brand, values, and vision statement. Step 3. Consider possible disruptions and identify resources. Page 88. Step 4. Outline and assess best case and worst case scenarios. Page 111. Persons who have done strategic planning will be familiar with these terms. In this case, this is for your life. Step 5. Create contingency plan and stress testing scenarios. Page 143. Step 6. Backcast plan to present time. Page 152. Step 7. Activate the strategy and adjust as necessary. Page 156. We then move into important dates and notes to end the book on page 163. This guide will help you to approach your life the way that people with generational wealth and multi-billion-dollar businesses approach their life and legacy. Through introspection, envisioning, preparing for disruptions, scenario planning, ensuring that contingencies are in place to prevent unexpected disruptions or crises, backcasting, activating the plan, and adjusting as necessary. This guide isn't just about setting SMART goals, goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. It's also about setting soul-aligned goals through a 7-step IDEA Plus model built around deep introspection, clear visioning, and bold activation. We begin by analyzing your current reality, personally, professionally, financially, spiritually, and socially, so that we can chart a realistic and holistic path forward for you. Then we move into what I call life, living in future expression, where your values, personal brand, and God-given vision takes center stage. But we do not stop there. We prepare you for the road ahead with powerful tools: disruption mapping, scenario forecasting, contingency planning, backcasting to today's decisions, so that when challenges come, you are not shaken, you are prepared. This is more than a planner. It is a coaching tool, a strategic blueprint, and a life compass in one. No matter your stage in life, this guide helps you pursue personal transformation, professional advancement, financial freedom, spiritual depth, and organizational growth, all through discipline, vision clarity, and purposeful action. Imagine yourself in 6 months' time saying, I finally mapped out my 5-year goal with confidence. Then, having activated your plan and taken action to achieve your goals, hear yourself later saying, this guide gave me peace, direction, and a plan. Every year, millions of people make New Year's resolutions. They get involved in vision boarding exercises. They even write down goals they hope to achieve. But here's the truth. Less than 2% of the people you interact with on a daily basis have ever created a comprehensive blueprint for their life. One that breaks their goals into clear, manageable timelines, short-term goals, medium-term goals, long-term goals, and within each of these, they rarely define the specifics: life and family goals, personal development goals, career and professional goals, spiritual and faith-based goals, organizational and business growth goals. They may dream, but they rarely strategize. And most never take a foresighting approach, an intentional method of envisioning the life they desire, then strategically mapping how to get there. Think about it. Do you want to create wealth? Provide quality education for your children and for yourself? Own your dream home? Achieve financial independence? Enjoy a vibrant, joyful retirement? Would you love to travel the world? Take cruises? Or fly to destinations where you're not counting every dollar? Would you love to live a life that aligns with your spiritual convictions, your values, and your God-given purpose? That kind of life does not happen by chance. It requires vision clarity, strategic planning, and consistent disciplined action. It requires a blueprint, one that sees disruptions before they happen, one that tests your plans and prepares you to succeed regardless of life's uncertainties. This is why I created DRCJAS 7-Step SMART Goals Vision Clarity Planning Guide to help you break free from vague intentions, wishes, dreams, to walk boldly into a future that you designed, not one that you stumbled into. So are you ready to stop dreaming and start designing the life that you were created by the Almighty God to live? Then it's time to work the plan with DRCJAS 7 Steps SMART Goals Vision Clarity Planning Guide. Your goals are waiting. Let's activate them one step at a time. Available on Amazon or by order directly from me. Email your order to DRCOLLETTEJA smith@gmail.com. That's Dr. Colette J.A. Smith@gmail.com. Do you need further help? Coaching options are available. Make contact through the same email, Dr. Colette J.A. Smith@gmail.com. Let me share a synopsis from the book. Introduction. Craft the blueprint for your future. Type of product. DRCJAS SMART Goals 7 Steps Planning Guide. The purpose of this guide is to enable you to craft and achieve goals you have always wanted to achieve but never had access to a clear outline of how to do it. Here are some types of goals you will now be able to set and achieve once you are prepared to remain committed to the process. Short-term goals, medium-term goals, long-term goals, for life and/or family goals, personal goals, career goals, spiritual goals, organizational and/or business goals, professional goals. Please ensure that you plug in your contact information, your name, contact number, etc., as this is not a tool you wish to lose. I commend you highly for taking steps to access this tool, to document your SMART goals and commit to working assiduously and consistently towards achieving them. This requires discipline and focus, which you do have within you. All you need is the motivation and the passion to follow through. Do not be afraid to ask for help where needed. If one source or resource is unavailable, keep trying until you succeed. Bear in mind that in this technological age, some of the resources, help, and guidance you need to succeed are free of cost and readily available. All you need is the willingness to invest the time required to capitalize on these resources. As humans, we are multidimensional, and so I have designed this planning guide with that in mind, to enable you as an individual to capture, document, and work assiduously towards achieving important goals for several aspects of your life, as well as those of your family, team, and organization or institution. You may choose to purchase several copies of this DRCJAS SMART Goals 7 Steps Planning Guide and use one for each aspect of your life, self, family, business, etc., recognizing that your goals will be documented in the template and each set of goals will differ. Heads of government and their counterparts, C-suite executives and entrepreneurs can also use this planning guide as the main tool in their strategic retreats and planning sessions. In addition to using it for personal, national, and business planning, your team members will greatly appreciate your interest in their holistic development, growth, and well-being when you purchase and make them a gift of this life-changing planning tool. Transformational leaders recognize that well-rounded, highly motivated employees, associates, or team members are most valuable to the organization and team. This planning guide will allow you to introspectively examine several dimensions or areas of your life and or organization: professional, career, financial, academic, spiritual, personal, other. Evaluate where you currently are on each dimension. Document where you desire to go, your visions and goals. Identify the resources required to achieve your goals. Outline your plans to achieve each goal and formulate contingencies to counter any challenge faced. Implement the plans and review your progress as you proceed. Then, recalibrate as needed and add new goals as they arise. This is the first planning guide of its kind, with the added benefit of a clearly outlined template that has been pre-prepared for you. It represents steps I have instinctively taken throughout my life, and some of the steps I have trained leaders to take to properly analyze, set, and attain their personal, family, and organizational goals and achieve success. This planning process is most effective when it is guided by the principles of foresighting, goal-oriented contingency planning, and assessment of progress. This will enable you to plan, execute, and make adjustments as needed without being flustered by changes in the internal and external environment. I gained knowledge of this approach to planning from studies at the University of Technology, Jamaica, the University of the West Indies, Mona, and the strategic planning activities, both as part of leadership teams and as a facilitator, guiding the planning process in strategic retreats. The successes my clients and I have experienced are largely attributable to the effectiveness of this methodology. You must be clear about the goals you desire to achieve, followed by a flexible, well thought out plan with properly structured, SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time-bound goals to realize the desired outcomes. Whatever plans we are making, we must remember that the good book, the Holy Bible, tells us that we must plan. The Bible reminds us that if a man is going to be building a house, he will first sit and determine what he needs so that he does not become a laughing stock. You will know that faith is integrally involved in this planning process. I wish you well. I pray for your success, and I wait to celebrate with you. God bless you. Thank you for your purchase.